Okay, Wildcat, today we're looking at journal page 39, Writing Quadratic Functions, Part 1. Example 1. Use the vertex direction of opening and another point on the following parabola to enter its equation in vertex form. Okay, so the vertex is 0, 0, the point is 3, 36, the direction of opening is upward. Okay, so step 1, solve for A using vertex form. So this is vertex form right here. Okay, so the vertex is H, K, and the point is X, Y. So we need to substitute these values into the equation. So first off, y is 36. So 36 equals A, we don't know, that's what we're solving for. X is 3 minus H, which is 0, squared, plus K, which is 0. Okay, so 36 equals, now 3 minus 0 is 3, so that's A times 3 squared plus 0. Okay, well, 3 squared is 9, so that's 36. Oh, not 39, 36. Okay, 3 squared is 9, so it's 9a. Okay, divide both sides by 9. Okay, 36 divided by 9 is 4, so a equals 4. Now, to write the equation, you need the a value and h and k. We have those, so now let's write the equation. Okay. All right, so the equation is f of x equals a, but we know a, sorry, a, which is 4, parentheses x minus the h value, which is 0, squared, plus the k value, which is 0. Okay, so then that's, we can simplify that. Well, x minus 0 is x, and so x squared is x squared, so that's equal to 4x squared plus 0. Okay, so then 4x plus 0 equals 4x squared. Okay, all right, and there's your equation. All right, so if you would, finish up example 1. All right, example 2. Journal page 39, Writing Quadratic Functions, Part 1. Okay, example 2, use the vertex direction of opening in another point on the following parabola to enter its equation in vertex form. So the vertex is negative 5, 7, which we know is h, k. The point, which we know is negative 4, 0, and that's x, y. And the direction of opening is downward. That means the a value should be negative, okay? All right, step 1, solve for a using vertex form. Okay, we know vertex form is y equals a, parentheses x minus h squared plus k. Okay, so now we're going to substitute the h and k and x and y values into here and solve for a. So y is 0, so 0 equals a, we don't know, that's what we're solving for. X is negative 4 minus h, which is a negative 5 squared plus k, which is 7. Okay, so 0 equals a. Now, a negative and a negative become positive, so that's negative 4 plus 5, which is 1. So that's 1 squared, okay, plus 7. Okay, well, 1 squared is 1, so then that's 0 equals 1a plus 7. Okay, subtract 7 from both sides. So negative 7 equals a. Now that we have our a value, we can write our equation, because to be able to write the equation, you need the a value and h and k. Okay? So our equation is f of x equals negative 7, parentheses x minus the h value, which is negative 5, squared, plus the k value, which is 7. Now we can simplify this because a negative times a negative is a positive, so this equals negative 7 times x plus 5 squared plus 7. Okay, go ahead and finish up example 2. Okay, example 3. Journal page 39, writing quadratic functions, part 1. Enter the equation in vertex form of the parabola that has the given axis of symmetry, points, and direction of opening. Okay, so the axis of symmetry is x equals 3. The points are 1, 9, and 2, 3. And the direction of opening is upward. Okay, step 1. Write the first equation of the system using vertex form. Okay, so we know vertex form is y equals a, parentheses x minus h squared plus k. Now, when you're given x equals 3 of the axis of symmetry, that means it's the h value. Okay, and then the point is x and y. So we need to substitute these values into here to get the first equation of the system. Okay, so y is 9, so that's 9 equals a, parentheses, x, which is 1, minus h, which is 3, squared, plus k, which we don't know. Okay, so then that's 9 equals 1 minus 3 is negative 2, so it's a times negative 2 squared plus k. Okay, well, negative 2 squared is 4, so your equation is 9 equals 4a plus k. Okay, that's your first equation. Okay, all right. Step 2, write the second equation system using vertex form. Okay, now the first equation we use the first point, and the second equation we're going to use the second point. And we're using the same axis of symmetry for both. Okay, so in its axis of symmetry, the x value is the h value, and the point is x and y. So we're going to substitute these in here for the second equation. So y is 3, so 3 equals a, we don't know, x, which is 2, minus h, which is 3, squared, plus k, we don't know. Okay, so now that's 3 equals a, 2 minus 3 is negative 1, so that's negative 1 squared plus k. Well, negative 1 squared is 1, so that's 3 equals 1a plus k. Okay, and there's our second equation. Okay. All right, step 3, solve the system of equations for a and k. So the two equations are, and I'm going to rewrite this as 4a plus 1k equals 9. Okay, and 1a plus 1k equals 3. Now, we know before that we can solve a system using A inverse B. Okay, so we're going to use Desmos and write this as 4, 1, 1, 1 inverse times 9, 3, and that is going to give us the A and K value. Okay, so let's go and use Desmos now. All right, so Desmos. All right, we're going to go to matrix calculator. I'm going to do A, new matrix, and that is 4, 1, 1, 1, enter, and then B, which is new matrix, and then that's a 2 by 1, which is 9, 3, enter, and then we know we do A inverse B, and so our A and K value are 2 and 1. Okay, so this equals 2 and 1. So A is 2, K is 1. Okay, so now we can write our equation, and we know that that's A times X minus H squared plus K. All right, so that equals, we know our A value, which is 2, X minus H value we were given in the initial problem, which is 3, squared plus our K value is 1. And there's your equation. Okay. All right, go ahead and finish up example 3. All right. Let's take a look at example journal page 39, writing quadratic functions, part 1. Enter the equation in vertex form of the parabola that has a given axis of symmetry, points, and direction of opening. Axis of symmetry, x equals -4, points -5, 0, -2, -15. Direction of opening, downward. That means the A value is going to be negative. All right, step 1, write the first equation system using the vertex form. So we use the axis of symmetry, which is our H value, and our first point, which is x and y, to write the first equation. So our y is 0, so 0 equals A, which we don't know, x, which is -5, minus h, which is -4, squared, plus k. All right, first off, a negative times negative is positive, so that's 0 equals A, which is -5, plus 4 squared, plus k. Okay, well, then that's 0 equals A, -5 and 4 is -1, squared, plus k. Well, -1 squared is 1, so that's 0 equals 1A plus 1k. And there's our first equation to the system. Okay? All right? Now, the first equation uses the first point. The second equation will use the second point, but still the same axis of symmetry. Okay? So now, we substitute the point and the h value into the equation. So y is -15, so that's -15 equals A, we don't know, x, which is -2, minus h, which is a -4, squared, plus k. Well, then that's -15 equals A. A negative times a negative is a positive, so that's -2 plus 4, which is a +2 squared, plus k. Well, 2 squared is 4, so that's -15 equals 4a plus 1k. And there's our second equation to the system. Okay. Step 3, we're going to solve the system equation for a and k. So let's go ahead and rewrite this as 1a plus 1k equals 0, and 4a plus 1k equals -15. Now we know to solve system we can use A inverse B. Okay, so in Desmos we're going to type in 1, 4, 1, 1 inverse times 0, -15, and that is going to give us our A and K value. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, so we're going to go to Desmos. Let's just delete. It's just safer to delete everything and start over. So A, new matrix, that's 1, 1, 4, 1, enter, and then B, new matrix, and that's a 2 by 1, which is 0, negative 15. Okay, enter. And we know we're going to do A inverse B. And so our A and K value are negative 5 and 5. So A is negative 5 and K is 5. Okay. Now, step 4, write the equation in vertex form. Okay. So we know f of x equals A, parentheses x minus h squared plus k. So f of x equals, well, our A value is negative 5, x minus our h value, which is negative 4, squared plus k, which is 5. And if you simplify that, that's negative 5 times x plus 4 squared plus 5. Okay? If you would, go ahead and finish up example 4 and have a wonderful Wildcat day.